All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the Kansas City Chiefs. It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Set, 19. 6, right there, 56. Tighten up. Line him up.
Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Watson with a give to Miller. He'll have a first down past the 40. Lamar Miller, 30, 10, touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, 72 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. We thought they may be a quick strike offense this season. That is lightning quick. Not bad for the first drive of the year.
That has to actually exceed expectations, doesn't it? Because most teams want to be a quick strike offense. They want to score as quickly as possible and run a defense into submission. What they have to understand is, while they got it done there, long way to go. Don't get discouraged if you have to run a few more plays on your next drive.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Yellow. Second, yellow. Let's go, defense. Let's go.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he checks this one down to Williams. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be 3rd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. There defensively to knock it away was the safety, Justin Reed.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
Set.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Check 19. Check 53. Check 3. Check. Kill. Turn up. Kill.
Watson on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw here's incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Check 50.
On second down, here's Miller. And some room to work. Lamar Miller, touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Texans push further out in front. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Bernardrick McKinney muscled his way in for the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Smoke. Give him nothing to. Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Hey, Ripley. Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Hey, watch the leg.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
After the interception, here's Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Flushed out right. He's letting this one go for Fuller. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Nice job by Juan Thornhill there to get a hand in and break up the play. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Setting up the screen for Miller. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And they'll go ahead and down this one right on the chalk of the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first two drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little.
Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Terrific running there to start the drive as that's going to go for 15 and a quick first down as well. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
43! 43! Watch the ship! Watch the ship! Hey! Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Mike. 15. 55. Mike.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Mahomes going to throw. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And this is caught by Watkins. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 35. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And incomplete. An excellent play downfield. Should have been picked off, really. But second down instead.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. To throw on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 24-yard line.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he hits towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and this is what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Give him 13 yards there at a Kansas City first down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum, because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up second down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
I got you, baby. I got you. I got you. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55. Hey, 43, 15. It's the part.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Mecole Hardman there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that left. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off at the 25. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Let's go.
They begin the drive with Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now Mahomes. He's got it to Williams. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. Now here's Mahomes. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. A first down carry now for Miller. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. On 2nd down and 4, Watson eluding the pressure right. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. That catch for his career is number 589, so 11 away from 600, but it also right now ties him with Hall of Famer Fred Biletnikoff. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Lamar Miller on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Texans push further out in front. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lift your room.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Texans scoop it. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Watson now to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Will Fuller, as the first half is winding down. And the Texans push further out in front. Crosby connects on the extra point. And the rout is on here in this first half. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. This will be taken in at the 1. Now a hit and a loose football.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
Possession.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room. Rush coming, And he's taken down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
They give it to Williams, running right. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Got his man, it's Williams. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. On second down, it's Miller. Miller with first down and more. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. And he'll get this all the way down to the Chiefs' 21-yard line. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Miller. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. Now on 2nd and 13, Watson. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
This goes to the goal line. You got to be very careful with the offense calls rub routes. When I call a pick trying to screen you off from your coverage, does a nice job of avoiding that and helping force an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
53, Mike, stop your whining. Check 9. Check the backer.
Here's Watson. Flush to his right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw it right into it for an interception.
Their own 17-yard line.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Here we go.
From the 24, Mahomes. It's Williams on the catch. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Mahomes now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on first down. Now a first down carry, it's Williams. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 72 yards. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. This time, the extra point up and good. And that'll cut the lead down now to 22. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Frank Clark, his second sack of the night. On third down, Miller. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down. That kind of looked like a defense fed up by being gashed in the running game all night.
Yeah, and imagine their coach saying, if you're fed up on that play, where were you the rest of the time? What took you so long? But flip it over to the offensive side. They've been dominating this thing, and to finally have a play go against them, that's not something that's going to make them feel very good this evening.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try to cut down the length of the drive.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This will probably be the last play of the quarter. Throwing again on second down. Mahomes. And that going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Mahomes now to throw. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. We're back now in KC. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. That's to his running back, complete. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Mahomes now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's first and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the grab. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Here's Mahomes to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now that turnover might just about do it here. Fourth quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
They begin with a run by Miller. And some room to roam now. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They keep it with Miller on first down. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here, stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to...
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Kenny Stills, 30 yards. And the Texans turn that interception into a touchdown. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target, and it's 3rd and short. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Back to throw here. And that is incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
That's going to be a long day.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. And it's complete to Kelce. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. 15.
Now it's Mahomes again. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now Mahomes going to get this one to Hill. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 46. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. To throw on 2nd and 6, Mahomes. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack.
Well, these guys want to do something positive as this game approaches its end, but after giving up back-to-back sacks, it's really been more indicative of how the game has gone for them.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Texans take over an excellent field position.
57, 19, check 56, 59. Pick it up. Switch.
And he's taken down inside the 30. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
He was brought down by
And Watson's going to throw it here. Escaping the pressure right. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
Good stuff.
Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes, complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching off another 15 against your squad.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great